have so many things to talk about. Too much tea. Too much tea. But first off, we're about to get into. Hi, I'm Yaya. Welcome to Yaya to You. Welcome back to my stream. Okay, so first off, we're about to get into the Rowdy Rouch. Rowdy Rouch. Who the hell is Rowdy Rouch? Rowdy Rich. Rowdy Rich situation with him and his baby mom. You know, Easter just passed this past Sunday. Let me just pull up my reference, the Shade Room. So apparently, Easter Sunday, Rowdy Rich and his family got together to celebrate. Okay? And he posted a picture with him and his daughter saying Happy Easter from Navy. Apparently it's, I don't know if this is his only daughter. I don't think it is. I think Rowdy Rich got a few kids. Let me just see. I think he got a few kids, boo. Okay, so it says he got 2 kids. It says he has a girl and a boy. Okay, so he must have posted the picture with just the baby girl. And he said, Happy birthday, Navy. I guess it's her first Easter, whatever. So the other baby mom of the son, she was upset about that. And she was like, I guess you forgot, you must have forgot my son was there. So she posted a video on her story. And it was a video of him and Rowdy Rich together. And the people were saying, like, yeah, that's dead ass wrong. Like, why would you only post one kid? Like, who does shit like that? Like, why would you only post the daughter? Why you ain't post the son? Apparently, the son has autism. And this is not something that a lot of people would just know straight off the bat. Unless you follow Rowdy Rich, like his interviews, I don't think he says it in his music, but the only reason I know is from an interview. And you can tell that he loves his children. You can tell he's a great father. But I guess he really didn't want to post his child. So let me just see. Okay, so this is what he said. He said, this will be my first and last time discussing this matter. Yes, I included my son in the photo shoot of my daughter's first Easter and first time in LA. No, my son did not want to take pictures due to overstimulation. Yes, my son is autistic. No, I do not love my son any less. Yes, I've been ridiculed and slandered through social media. No, I do not feel I am obligated to explain myself to complete strangers. Yes, I threw my son a birthday party yesterday with my entire family present. No, I did not share the moment online because it was also the second time my kids were in the same setting. Okay. And then he says, yes, I provide for both of my kids. No, I do not give up. If you believe it. He says, no, I do not complain about my responsibilities. Yes, I am tired of this situation. Happy Easter, Rowdy Rich. I feel like the points he made were very valid because at the end of the day, he don't have to post his kids. And even the birthday party, he didn't post about that. Nobody knew it was his kid's birthday. He just said it though, but like nobody knew that. He said he didn't want to take the picture with the kid because the son was overstimulated. Like, it's a lot going on, taking pictures, you gotta be still. Like, it's too much going on for him, which is totally understandable. I'm right now talking towards the perspective of Rowdy Rich. Like, I'm siding with him for a second, but then I'm gonna tell you about the other side with the baby mom. But for him as a father, he want to protect his children. You know what I mean? So I can see that. I could see him being like, I'm not even gonna put my son through that. I'm not gonna go through that. And I don't want nobody saying anything about my kid. But I will share this moment because this is a big moment because, again, this is my daughter's first Easter in LA. And it's something that I want to share. He has the right to share whatever he wants to share online, whether it be promo for his album, his kids, himself. Like, he has the right to share whatever he wants online, however he wants. You feel me? He probably was not thinking about, oh, how is this going to affect the other mother of my child? Is she gonna feel away? He probably didn't think about that. He was just going off of the high feeling of, oh my God, we did a photo shoot, it's her first Easter, let's post. Like, you know what I mean? Now, the baby mom, I will say she has a point, because it's like what you do for one kid, you should do for all, right? Like, that's usually how people feel, regardless if they have the same mother and father. Like, just what you do for one, you should do for all. If you know, we're not gonna go too deep, because this actually reminds me of the time when that family took Christmas pictures and the little boy had like a different color pajama than everybody else, and the mother was upset about it. Like, you know, why didn't you tell me about the photo shoot? I could have grabbed something. He was like, you didn't have to grab nothing. I was gonna grab something, but they didn't have the matching outfit, but I just grabbed what they had and we still took a picture, whatever. But she kind of just bashed him because it's like, it looks like my son is left out, and that's not fair. Okay. Again, going to the Saturday mom. Like, and another thing too, Roddy Ricch has stated, I provide for both of my kids. Like, he's in their life. He's an active father as much as he could be, clearly. So the online thing, like taking pictures and posting pictures, honestly, I didn't even know how many kids he had. Literally, I had to look it up. I don't know how many kids he had. So I'm posting pictures, but I don't have to post no picture. I don't have to post no pictures of any moments of my life. He decided to share that moment, and look what it brought him. It backfired on him. Now, back to baby mama. So in that moment, I could see how she might have felt like, you know, you're leaving my child out. You didn't post my child. I didn't even know that was his baby mama until she said something. And for me, is it more of like, you want people to know he got a son, or do you want people to like know that that's your baby daddy, or you want to show your son? Like, you could have posted your own picture for your own page. Like, it's your, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not siding with either one. I'm just trying to tell the perspectives on what it could be. So after Roddy Ricch posted that, what's up, Victoria 05806? So after Roddy Ricch posted that, she replied and she says, yes, your son was a part of the shoot. That was never announced as Navy's first Easter. You said it was because you wanted to take pictures with both of your kids for Easter. Yes, my son was overstimulated because you took 2 hours to get a haircut and your makeup done. Yes, there was pictures taken with my son, but because he wasn't standing there posing like a robot and instead being himself, he wasn't included. Regardless, your son celebrated his 5th birthday and just got a text that said, happy birthday, son. Yes, he had a joint B-Day party yesterday with his cousin. Yes, you showed up 4 hours late and stayed for an hour and didn't come by your son. Didn't come by your son until it was time to leave and you wanted a picture. Yes, I've had my son every single day since last year, regardless of a court order. If you're going to tell the story, tell the whole thing. See, that's the thing, like, stuff like this should not be brought to the internet. Like, this is behind the scenes. Y'all need to talk it out and figure things out. I do sense a bit of like sour bitterness coming from her, because whatever he do is never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough for her, just because she already does so much for that child, being that the child is in her primary care and he also has autism. That's a lot to take on as a mother, you know what I mean? And I don't know if he's with the other baby mom or not, but when you're doing things like having a photo shoot, in which he did include the other one, he did include the son. But when you're having a photo shoot, but also like making it like a big moment, she may feel like the moments of her son are like minimized, or they're not recognized, or they're not, everywhere in bright side, like, so she probably feels it's a bit of like entitlement. And then in a way, my opinion, you don't have to agree, okay? But she may feel like you want to showcase your daughter, you need to showcase your son. Period, point blank. She has a point and he has a point. But it seems like Roddy Ricch is trying. It seems like they don't have the best relationship. They don't have the best co-parenting relationship, clearly. But all he can do is all he can do. And if you do have a child that has autism, shouts out to y'all. I fully support y'all. It is Autism Awareness Month. So, shouts out to y'all. And I pray for y'all. Like, I get, y'all have the most patience. Y'all do what y'all need to do for y'all kids, okay? But when you have a parent like Roddy Ricch, who it's like, it sounds like he doesn't spend that much time with him, but he provides, okay? So he may be sending money, he may be buying this, he may be doing this for him, but that one-on-one connection, that spending time, so you could learn their stems, learn like what triggers them, learn what they like, what they love, what they care about, learn what you can do to make them happier, learn their responses, because that helps in the future, and it helps with their bond and connection in cases like this. When you have a photo shoot, your child. I know my child has autism, and I know what's going to trigger him. I know what's going to, whatever I know what he liked, because you could have brought something that he loves to the photo shoot, had him take the picture with, the thing that he loves, his toy, or maybe he likes to eat a certain food, or whatever it is for him that keeps him content, calm, and present for the situation at hand. But that's not something that Roddy Ricch is thinking about. He just like, I just want to grab my kids and take a picture with them. That's I don't understand this. I don't understand the autism thing too much, but I'm still trying to do my best. So I also want to protect my kid as well. So it's like a fine line. I don't feel like nobody is wrong. I don't think Roddy Ricch is wrong, and I don't think the baby mama is wrong. They both have their own points. They both have their own perspective, and it's certain feelings behind it that the people, we can't sit here and pick a side. This is why this should not be on the internet, because you're coming from a place, you're upset about that, but Roddy Ricch he's a rapper. He has a platform. He has a reputation and, deals and all this. Like, why would you bring that to the internet? Now it's gonna, it affects him. It affects his brand, basically. And again, that's not something that she don't care about that. That's not her lifestyle. But at the end of the day, if that man is doing what he do as a parent, maybe he may not be spending that much time, but he is providing in certain other ways. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. It sucks, but this is something that you're still going to have to deal with after you post this. After the internet, you still have to deal with it. He's still your baby dad. That's still your son. Everything is still. So it's like, bringing it here, we can't help you. You just putting us in your business and allowing judgment and allowing people to, yeah, just comment and have their opinions about it. But let me see, was it another slide? Yeah, and the pictures look really nice. It looks really good. I wonder if he dropping some music, because like I couldn't think of another reason. Not even that I couldn't think of another reason, but he cleared his Instagram. He only has like 3 pictures. His name haven't been in the media lately, and he may be dropping something, and it's unfortunate that it's on the back of some drama that has to do with his baby mom and his kids or whatever. But I don't know. It kind of sucks. There was another post from her as well that they did not post, but she basically was saying that, you know, autism needs to be shown. It needs to be broadcasted. People need to see it. Like, you shouldn't hide it. You shouldn't be quiet about it, because this can help somebody else. This can help another family. You know what I mean? Like, just showcasing it and showing it. But, you know, yes, you know, for sure. From a dad's perspective, on his social media, he doesn't have to do that. On her social media, she can do that. She can do that. She can post whatever she wants and however she wants. It doesn't take away from the situation. It doesn't take away how much he loves his kid, how much he supports. It doesn't take away from that. But at the end of the day, he's living a whole different lifestyle. And on this social media here, people say mean things. You know what I mean? And you only can protect, and you only could do so much. Once it hits the internet, it's there. It's open to everybody. So me personally, I feel like, and there also, aside from that, there wasn't an interview with Lil Baby, and he was saying about how he wished Jada Wada didn't post their son as much. Like, he rather, even his other baby, like, he'd rather his kids be offline entirely. And I totally agree, and I totally understand that, because people they're just mean. They're just ruthless. Like, they say anything. You know what I mean? Like, and people don't care. People don't care. It's just online. It's just something that you're seeing. You're swiping. You might say, "Oh, why your kid dressed like that? Why their hair look like that? Oh, they talk funny. They doing these gestures and this and that. Da, 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 da. Oh, they got autism. Da, 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 da. Like, why is that? What she do? Now you a bad parent. Now all that turned into you being a bad parent." And it's like, I was just sharing a beautiful moment of my child, and now y'all done turn this into something else. Again, this is another reason why certain things should just be private. Certain things should just be intimate and private. People feel like they have to post a video, post a picture to, I don't know, to the world for what? I don't know. Like, I don't know. To share a moment with people, but you're sharing a moment not with your intimate circle of people. You're sharing a moment with them plus millions of others that don't know you, don't know your situation. They don't know anything about you. So there's that. I wish I could find the other post. Let me see if I could log onto my Facebook real quick. Nope. Okay, I'm not even about to try it again. I don't want to get locked out of my account. So I wanted to get on here and talk about that. I am going to be right back. Look at my hoodie. It's so wrinkled. Don't worry about it. I am going to come back to talk about another topic. But I just feel like when it comes to matters of baby mama, baby daddy, kids and stuff, like, it's tricky. Like, I damn near, when people post their kids and stuff, I like it or love it, whatever, keep it pushing, like, or like, I don't want to ever say anything to offend you, your child. Like, I don't know your kids. Like, some people, I'd rather not post my kid. My kid is very handsome, very, very smart, very talented, very skilled. Like, when he's come of age, okay, you can start posting certain things, or I'll showcase you a little, more, not a little more, but I'll showcase you more. And you don't want to be on the media, this is what the media is, okay? But it's some creeps online, and it's some real hateful, mean people online, and I'd rather not expose my child to that. That's my perspective. And I feel like celebrities have a right to do the same thing, to not have to expose their children. Like, when they get pregnant and have these kids, and people be like, oh, why they didn't post a picture yet? They didn't post a picture. Oh, kids must be ugly. Or why they didn't post a picture yet? Why they didn't post, oh, is it fake? Did they actually have the baby? Are they really pregnant? Like, y'all so thirsty to be in somebody's business and somebody's life. And I think it's a word for that, like the parasocial. Y'all so thirsty and ready to do that, and it's like, no, they have a right of privacy. Like, everybody has a right of privacy, no matter on what level, no matter who it is. You have a right of privacy. And when you get online, you have these influencers, or you have like these followings, and people make you feel pressured to do these things, and it's like, no, I don't have to post that because you post it. I don't have to say this because no, I have a right to my privacy. If you want to tell everybody your business, go ahead. Be my guest. Tell everybody your motherfucking business. Me personally, I'm cool on it. My close group of friends, my close circle of family, they know what's up with me. They know what's going on. They know I'm a good parent. They know I work. They know I'm this. They know this. They know that about my kid. Whatever. But I don't know. It get tricky when you start posting kids online. Like, I rather not. I rather not. And I respect anyone who does, and I respect anyone who doesn't. You know what I mean? Hey, like, social media it's a fantasy world for real. Like, it's a fantasy world. So that was another thing where it was like, why, if he showed up in real life to take your kid to take photos, good for him. Good, great. You're doing your part as a father. Great. I'm glad that you did that. Yes, so my son does know you and know his sibling. Okay? I'm not gonna bash you, all of us. Oh, because it's just not gonna be and that's the part. Like, I'm not gonna, oh, well, you took him, but you ain't post no picture though. Why you at least he took him. What if he didn't take him at all? Didn't include him at all? How would you feel then? You'd be really mad. You'd be really upset, right? So I'm not saying give men a pass on parenting, or women passes on parenting, but when people are actively trying, come on, man. Give them a break. But the ones that ain't trying, I can't speak for them. And again, for certain people, it's never going to be enough, especially if you're the primary parent. The other parent, is whatever they do is never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. And you could just sit with that and accept it. Or, I mean, you can go crazy about it too. Hey, I wouldn't recommend that because it don't get you nowhere. It don't get you nowhere. So that's all I have to say about that one. So the next topic I did want to talk about. So I guess a trans woman released a DL list of DMs from Houston. All these men in the inbox, whatever. It could have just been a hearted picture. She put it up there. And everybody is tripping out about it. Like, oh, if you're on this list and searching people now, and it's getting a little messy. It's getting a little crazy. And in 2025, I guess I don't know the ratio, whether the DL men are increasing or decreasing, especially when we're coming in times that the LGBTQ community is accepted, and we're coming in times where it's more, like, it's more accepting, it's more, whatever. Like, So I would think that it was starting to decrease. But I see in certain other parts of the world, it's not. And I don't know what that is. You know, it's a safety thing, and it's also like people just not again, they have a right to their privacy. They don't have to tell everybody, the whole world, that they like men, you know, or the same sex, whatever. But at the same time, I do feel like that person was wrong for releasing that list, exposing that list. But I also feel like men need to be honest. Men need to start to be honest with themselves and their partners. Just point blank, period. Like, this will end a lot of things, okay? If y'all just be honest. Just be honest. And whatever the result of you being honest is, you're going to have to accept that. Just point blank, period. Like, because I can't tell if the women or men are more upset that their significant other is DL, or are they upset that they've been cheating, or are they upset that, like, that they're exposed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are y'all more mad about? Because I'm sure there's somebody on that list where their significant other might have known. They might have already known. Some they did not know. But I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna get into that on my next video. I don't want this video to be too long. And when I have some more tea for you, I will be back. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, share. I will be posting this up on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook, PAJA, and Twitch. Subscribe. Follow, subscribe, whatever you need to do. And on YouTube, it's Yaya to you. Okay? So I'll be back. Bye. I was mad. I'm mad because my lips is dry in this video. And I didn't want to get up and go get lip gloss and all that. I didn't want to do all that. So, whatever. Bye.